Most gracious benefactors. It's fantastic to see you all here today. We are here on this pivotal Friday afternoon, taking a few moments out of our day to acknowledge not simply our graduating senior class, but the depth behind the word graduation. First, I'd just like to start by saying thank you to our families, friends, teachers, and everyone who has been here through it all, supporting us and pushing us to always try our best. If it weren't for the love and support which we've received from you all throughout high school, I'm not certain we'd be where we are today, and that's certainly the case for me. Now, I'm sure that for many of you, 9th grade still feels like it was just yesterday. Being introduced to new faces, new teachers, new routines, and new experiences was frightening, yet exhilarating all at once. Some of us came in with certain expectations about what high school would amount to for us, dreaming of all the possibilities at our fingertips, limited by little but our imaginations. Others came in with no expectations at all. We entered high school without the foresight to know that by the end of our 4-year journey here, we would depart as vastly different people. Now, here we are today, 4 years and a whole lot of experience later, venturing into the real world as young adults ready to take on life. And although it is quite tempting to leave this all behind and focus solely on the prospects that the future holds for us, it's necessary that we keep in mind the experiences and the memories which have brought us here at this moment in time. This is a sentiment I've seen shared by many so far within these past few weeks. With nostalgia in full swing, it's become routine to hear conversations about how much we've changed and how far we've come, reliving this trip known as K through 12. Looking back on the so-called bad, we tend to be shocked when we crunch the numbers and realize just how stressful these past 4 years have been. Whether it be memories of hours we spent stressing about writing our commencement speeches the day before it was due, studying for multiple weighty tests, all scheduled for the same day, or checking Skyward a million times, or having COVID thrown at us in the middle of 9th grade, or coming to the realization that for the first time in our lives, we have to balance not only school, but friends and family and sports and clubs and a job, and now having to figure out what we want to do with literally the rest of our lives. It's easy to come to the conclusion that high school has been overwhelming, to say the least. And although it is indeed shocking, the process of looking back on these challenges offers us a deeper appreciation of this ceremony as a whole. It proves to us that these caps and gowns haven't merely been given to us, but that they were earned with vigor and resilience. We realize that it hasn't been easy, and that we're better off for it. Likewise, looking back on all of the positive aspects of high school provides insights to this experience in its own right. Remembering the friends we've made along the way, the passions which we've fostered and developed, the classes which have inspired us, and the teachers who have done more than just teach, but have tried their hardest to make an actual difference in our lives. It's almost easy to let our memories of struggle fall in the sea, like castles made of sand. It's when we take this holistic approach to life, looking at the full picture of our time here on this planet, that we see how inseparable struggle is from happiness. Without the lows thrown at us by life, we would have no reason to appreciate just how special those highs are. We wouldn't take the time to realize that nothing is promised. To quote Frederick Douglass, "If there is no struggle, there is no progress." Those who profess to favor freedom and yet depreciate agitation are men who want crops without plowing up the ground. They want rain without thunder and lightning. They want the ocean without the awful roar of its many waters. The struggle may be a moral one, or it may be a physical one. It may be both moral and physical, but it must be a struggle. As we pack our bags and prepare to venture into these next new chapters of our lives, I'd like to leave you all on one final note. Yield to life. Give way to the possibilities which await us all. Maintain a deep reverence for the memories we've made here, but don't let them define you. Know that it's okay to not always know what the next step is, and that it's okay to be lost. Know that it's through opening ourselves up to failure, opening ourselves up to stepping out of our comfort zones, and making ourselves just a little uncomfortable that we truly experience life. Have grace under pressure, and take in life with open arms. Thank you all. I'd like to now introduce Gayatri Bhakta, our valedictorian.